So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really having a great time in Honkai Star at the moment, and there are a lot of issues that the game does have, I would say. The Amphoreus story is maybe one of my more personal gripes about it because it was a story that I am looking forward to, but so far it hasn't been really executed that well. And so today's video, I'll be discussing my thoughts on the entire patch 3.0 situation and the future of Honkai Star Rail. Of course, this video is strictly my opinion, so let me know what you guys think about the entire Amphoreus. Did you like the story? How do you think the new meta is going and stuff like that? So let's get into the video. The introduction of Amphoreus brought tons of new characters, and with there being so many out, it is hard to keep up with Stellar Jade. This is where Lootbar comes in, allowing you to top up at a much cheaper price with the cooperation of a Honkai routing partner. Lootbar is a safe, fast, and reliable way to top up in Honkai Star Rail, only requiring your UID and payment method. Lootbar offers a 23% discount on their shop, and I've used their site to fund a lot of my pulls, as 4 $100 Oneric shard packs only cost $295, saving you $100 compared to the usual $400 that they would cost. All transactions are done through Lootbar cooperating with a Honkai routing partner, making them safe and secure to use. New users get an 8% discount on any purchase that they make. Click the link in the description to check out Lootbar and get the free discount. Thanks for Lootbar for sponsoring this video, and let's get right into it. Now, the first thing that I do want to talk about is Herta. Herta as a character is pretty good, and I think she is a very well-made unit compared to a lot of the old units that we've got. I hope that they can keep this kit design up in the future. Now, one issue that I do have with Honkai Star Rail is that it doesn't really feel like they're very innovative when it comes to their game. I'm gonna be honest, this is just my opinion, but I think Divergent Universe is probably the most innovative they've done with the gameplay. The Remembrance Path is definitely a step in the right direction. The Memo Sprites are pretty much another character on the field that just does their off-field damage, and I think that's a pretty cool mechanic. But I think the enemy design, I would complain about the enemy design all the time. They're getting a little bit better at making them more unique, but HP sponging is still a big thing, and I'm pretty sure everybody's complained about this, so I'm not really going to go on about it, but you guys know where I'm coming from when it comes to this issue. Now, the story. I think the story is by far the most part I'm worried about at the moment, just because the storytelling is really bad. Now, for those who are saying, oh, well, you don't have a good attention span, I have put in over 500 hours in JRPGs in the past 3 months, so this includes Persona 5 Royal, Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Golden, Metaphor Fantasia, and SMT5. I've played so many JRPGs, and I still am playing through them. I'm currently playing through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and there are a lot of ways that Honkai Star Rail can improve its story. I'm going to be completely honest, I am not satisfied with how the storytelling went out. I feel like 10 hours is fine for a story length, but if they're going to tell a story, they need to progress a story and not world build through dialogue. I'll use Metaphor Fantasia as an example. A lot of Metaphor's world building is done through cutscenes and showing you and living in that environment, while Honkai Star Rail just gives you a black screen and put some text up on there in maybe 30-second cutscenes. That's really about it. And so I felt really disappointed with 3.0 story, and I know a lot of you guys are as well. And so this is an issue. Penacony had a very similar issue. I didn't really like all the extra dialogue that Penacony had, but at least Penacony's story starting from 2.0 was actually really good. The story actually kind of moved somewhere, and it didn't really feel stagnant as it is right now. The only thing that we really got from Amphoreus' story is the character building. You guys get to know what the characters is, Castorais, Aglaya, all these other characters, but I really feel like this could have been more like a side quest or chopped down to like 2 or 3 hours, to be completely honest. And so I think for the opening act of a brand new story, I don't think this is really strong at all. The storytelling was pretty bad, but other than that, I think the lore is pretty good for Amphoreus. The characters is really subjective on whether you like them or not, so the characters is up to you, but I think the characters are fine, but I just hope that the gameplay doesn't ruin it. Honkai Star Rail is going down a really bad path for me, and I'm not really enjoying the game as much. As you can hear my voice, I barely want to record a video on this game, but I think in the future, if they do improve on the storytelling and maybe some other small things regarding the gameplay, then the game will be more fun. But as of right now, I'm not very happy with the game, so I just wanted to get that out there so you guys can understand where I'm coming from. Now, one last issue that I do want to address, and one thing that the storytelling could fix, is doing more showing than telling. World building doesn't have to be done via dialogue, but it could be done through more cutscenes and more shots being changed and stuff like that. But outside of that, honestly, Honkai Star Rail is on a pretty good track record. I think design-wise, they're doing okay. I mean, they're just copying and pasting models and putting new hair and shit on there, but it's fine. Everything else, gameplay wise, a few nitpicks here and there. I wish that Honkai Star Rail was more innovative, and maybe with the new upcoming modes that we're getting, maybe Divergent Universe will get an update, maybe a new MLC update or something like that, or maybe another endgame mode entirely. Maybe that'll make gameplay a little bit more interesting, but outside of that, I think those are just my main issues with the game. I will still be making content on Honkai Star Rail. It's just this patch, I'm personally not going to be playing that much, so I wouldn't expect a lot of good or positive things going on with Honkai Star Rail from me at the moment. This is all that out of the way. I do have a Remembrance MC guide for Caster Ice when she gets eventually dropped, because we know she has a memo sprite. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, then feel free to stick by, as I am still currently working on it. If you guys enjoy turn-based content, then drop a sub on the channel. It'll help me out quite a lot. And if you guys are interested in joining the Discord server, discord.gg/expresstream, we have a lot of people that just likes talking about anime, manga, Honkai Star Rail, Persona, any other turn-based game, or just games in general. Feel free to join up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching if you guys made it here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.